TTR Studios.
I can't quite remember how that one goes. I gotta admit, I'm a little high.
Oh, Biggie, I'm cool.
It's Luch Dog in the morning.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Skater D.
Hey, I'm John Charles Meyer, producer of Dave Made a Maze.
Hey, what's up? This is Scott Ladati, author of Play the Devil, and you are listening to Luch Dog.
Luch Dog.
Luch Dog.
This is Andy fucking Cruz from SiriusXM 415, and you're listening to Luch Dog in the morning.
Number one podcast in the world. Yeah, boy.
Welcome back, folks. Oh, boy, we got a good one today. Belly is out. He's in the Bahamas. We'll miss you, sir. Have fun. Welcome to the show, my wonderful friends. How are we feeling on a beautiful Wednesday morning in D.C.? 75 and sunny. Oh, you love it. Matty Potts on the West Coast. You'd be jealous out here, man. How you feeling?
Salutations and not feeling jealous at all. It's really cold out here.
Is it? Oh, no. Right, well, dude, we are loving life on the East Coast. We're finally feeling what you've had. We're out there riding our one wheels. We're doing everything outside that we can, and we've got a huge show to get to today. What it was like running Luch Dog in the morning without Luch Dog, I'm pumped to talk about that. We've also got Matty Potts' updates from working at the club. I've seen you doing a lot of things on your social media lately. Are you feeling creative?
Yeah, I mean, I've been on a bit of a tear lately. I've just been feeling very inspired. Thanks for noticing. I've actually got two more bits waiting to be shot. So I've just been on this tear. It's crazy.
I see it. And could you maybe speak to that? Because I know, I'm a creative person, obviously, and no matter what project I'm working on, you can't force creativity. But once it comes in droves, man, and you just got to let it out. Am I right?
Yeah, no, I mean, I just wake up in the morning. I mean, some of these things I shoot on my Instagram, shut up, Maddie. I'm shooting right when I get out of bed. I have this idea, and I can shoot and edit these things in 10, 15 minutes.
Well, the one on Fergie was fantastic because I'm just wondering what the hell, who is telling her that's a good idea? And I guess we're all talking about it, but I just wanted to point it out because when you go to your face and you've got ketchup on your hand, your ear is bleeding, I'm just picturing you putting the ketchup on your hand and I'm cracking up to myself.
And for whoever's wondering, that is 100% organic ketchup, of course.
No,
so don't worry, I'm not getting toxins into my skin. No. But her performance was so bad. First off, so I didn't even watch NBA All-Star Game. Who cares? I mean, I was working actually at the club this weekend. We had a huge event on Sunday for the NBA All-Star Weekend.
We'll talk about
Diddy
that. I want to get
Kevin
into all
Hart,
of that. Everybody
but that's
was
a
there.
side note.
Yeah.
But so this performance, I didn't know anything about it. I saw it online, and then it was so bad that her ex-husband, Josh Duhamel, brought her roses the next day and a card that says, "I love you." Her ex-husband brought her roses. That's how bad it was.
Because he felt bad?
She was getting smashed online.
Because he felt bad? Can you hear me at all?
He felt bad. No, I can't now. When I'm talking, I couldn't hear you. But
weird. Okay.
Because he felt bad. And then he had their 4-year-old son bring a card that said, "Mommy, I love you," or "Don't worry," or whatever.
Oh my God, that's terrible. No, I mean, obviously she was going for something different, a little Marilyn Monroe-y. If you don't know what we're talking about, where have you been? But obviously Fergie did the All-Star, the national anthem for the NBA All-Star game, and it was very
unfergalicious.
Oh, say, can you see? It's just what are you doing? What are you doing? But Potts did a whole bit.
I'm just going to actually play a little bit of it for you here for a second because, fuck this stupid phone. But so, so that one just came. I mean, that's stuff like that's gold. It just falls out of the sky, and you're okay, I can do that. But it's fun when you're inspired because it comes out naturally.
Right.
And I actually, like I said, I have a couple more to do, but I actually have to get a couple of props for this one. So
boy.
I'm going to work on that later.
Get excited, folks. So, where can people find those if they wanted to watch them? Oh, boy. Hold on. Yeah. God. Okay, can you pause it? Pause.
Does that star spangled
All right.
Perfect.
There
So
we
what I'm
go.
trying to say, our communication must be weird today. I was trying to say pause it.
Oh, I thought you were saying turn the volume. What is this? That means turn the volume down. That doesn't mean pause
that makes
it.
sense.
That's
No.
you're
I was
giving
trying
me
to say
hand
like
signals that
hit the pause button. No, but weirdly enough,
I would do like
is that pause? I can do that. We'll do a fist for pause.
think you'd want to fish me, so then that wouldn't be good.
Well, but no. What I wanted to say,
all right, we need a hand signal for pause after the show.
Okay, I'm just gonna. What I wanted to say is that like the band in the background is just a nightmare. It makes it almost worse. Like they're trying to be this like speakeasy kind of band, and I'm just listening, and I'm just like, wow, that is so bad. But where can people find this stuff if they want to watch you making fun of it or making fun of all the things that you do?
Shut_up_Maddie MATY. And did you see the one on the cocktail server? Servers are extra
absolutely.
as fuck.
So, but wait for that one because I want to do all that when we get into you and working in the nightclubs. Maybe you could even play that because honestly, like it's really funny.
Yeah, that one is funny even without the visuals. So yeah,
Exactly.
That one you could hear as well.
So let's do that in the second segment. But what was it like running the show? I feel like you're trying to host this show right now. Like you are almost in host mode. I'm like having to back you off a little bit. Was it weird having me not here? Or did it put you in a kind of more of a host mode than usual?
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously it was kind of like, okay, well, what are our roles going to be, which we were learning on the fly between Belly and I, because we were just kind of like, normally we're just like the filler instead of, the anchor. So it was a fun experiment. I had a blast. I know Belly did too. I thought it went decent. And
oh yeah.
Like I said, it was just kind of cool for us to be able to take the training wheels off and give it a go.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, obviously they were on their own. Belly and Potts were on their own last week on Friday, the last show that we did. I had to go do a TV spot that when I got there, let's just do that for a second. I had to leave my own show with my own name in the goddamn title. And you guys put it best. I trust you. I love you guys. I feel as if you're completely prepared to do something without me. And still, it was like dropping my kids off at school for the first time. You said that, and it was so spot on. I was like terrified. Not that I don't trust you. It's just like, all right, it's all in your hands now. There's nothing I can do, and that's a weird feeling from somebody who's always been in the big seat, around here at TTR Studios. So you guys did an amazing job. I'm watching you on the live stream as I'm driving into DC, and I mean, I'm just dying laughing. You're killing it. And then I get to the studio, and the guy comes out, and he's like, hey, man, first of all, Potts, I am the only white person in the entire mile radius of this area of D.C.
Yeah.
Okay, if you catch my drift here, I am very much a minority. Southeast D.C., I am very much a minority.
Well, I mean, that's where the first nightclub I operated, Nation Nightclub, was in Southeast DC. So I know that area quite well.
And nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying I immediately noticed that. I was like, wow, this is a different area of town. Okay. I mean, it's so easy to tell when you're the only person that looks like you, And I go in and it's like black TV. Like that's what they're like marketing it as. It says on the wall like black TV.
Like BET.
Yeah, and I'm like, why am I here? Because I remember Belly saying like it was kind of out of the realm of what I do. I'm not a club DJ. They usually highlight a lot of club DJs, but they saw, I guess, some of my success on like my websites and stuff, and they reached out, and I walk in and. Okay, either receptionists were way undervalued when we called them receptionists or secretaries, or directors now have been completely watered down and diluted. A director means nothing because I'm telling you right now, the secretary at the front desk, her title on the name card was Director of First Impressions. And I just said, get out of here. Get out of here with that.
That's so awesome.
Director of First Impressions, Potts. What is your first impression of that?
I think it's funny. I would play off of it or something. I would walk up and say, "Okay, impress me," or like,
really,
what's your first impression of me, or something,
Secretary, like it doesn't matter if it's a man or woman. That position is a secretary, is an admin clerical job. You are not a director of anything.
I disagree completely. That is your first impression. If you walk up and you're like, "Hi, I'm Luch. I'm here to DJ," and she's like, "GFY, I'm in the middle of something," you're gonna be upset. But no, I totally think it's all about, because she is like directing traffic into the office or into the studio, and she is definitely the first layer of whether this person's gonna be in a good mood or not. I totally think she's a director of first impressions.
I think she is
supporting
definitely.
this secretary that I don't know completely. I'm in her corner. Sorry.
Also, I'm not disagreeing with you. She is a director of first impressions. That's a bullshit title, is what I'm trying to say.
Obviously, it's a joke.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not a joke, is what I'm saying. They're taking it seriously, calling this person the director of first impressions, and what I am trying to say is, we don't need to be throwing the word director around so frivolously, folks. I mean, you could call her the director of, conversation, director of lobby conversation, and that would make sense. But give me a break. Give me a break.
Director of ordering lunch?
Yeah, you can make anybody a director if you just say it like that.
I want to be a director. Yeah, like you're like the director of Luch Dog in the Morning. Doesn't that make you feel important?
No, because there are other people diluting the word out there, like the director of First Impressions, and that's my point.
Well, I'm the director of Marinate. So,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think you also have a director of the cashier,
Yeah. She's a good director. She directs money right into the till. It's great.
You see what I'm saying? This is the whole thing. I'm just like, you guys got to be kidding me.
That was a rough segment, guys.
No, Felicity, get out of here. We're killing it right now. Belly's probably thinking that. Belly is sitting there going, yeah, these guys need me. I'll tell you what.
Yes, he's literally, Belly right now is sitting on the beach in the Bahamas deciding whether to call in or to drink another margarita. And I bet they're better than the 99-cent margaritas at Applebee's. That's for damn sure.
Gross. Yeah, Belly is in the Bahamas. Hello, buddy. Hope you're having a great time out there. And, yeah, I just wanted to say you guys really did a great job. And you weirdly said some nice things about me that I've never heard you say except for on the show when I'm not there. But that was very nice to hear. And I thought you guys did an awesome job of holding it down without me. And, yeah, we'll do it again. That was fun. That'll open up a whole lot of stuff because I'm going to be gone next week, and we're going to be doing the show with me from Asheville, North Carolina.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah,
Hold on.
Yeah, I haven't told you that one yet.
No, and we said nice things about you because you said if we didn't, you'd fire us. But that's a whole nother side note. So, but wait. So what is going on now? Why am I finding this stuff? I'm always the last one to know.
I know,
so
because
you're going to Asheville. You're going to be broadcasting remotely.
I don't like bothering you with big picture things because it's like, or a little picture, like little stuff. It's just like whatever. It doesn't affect you. You'll be in the same spot. So, I'm going to be on vacation next week.
Are you going to call in?
I'm going to Skype in, so you and I will be on the same channel. We'll have to be very good about not talking over each other, but whatever. No big deal. We've been here before.
Get ready for me to walk all over you. No,
No, yeah, I'm going to be out in a mountain house, and I'm excited to tell you guys about this because this is a perfect segue, Potts. We've got about 5 minutes before break. I am going out to, like, my best friend growing up. I had like two buddies that were like, we were like a tripod, right? And one of them lives out in they both live in North Carolina. One of them lives by like UNC Duke, but he got a mountain house. He's all about like hiking and camping. I think you're into that stuff, maybe?
I am, but I have friends that literally Friday at 5 p.m. are loading up a truck and going literally biking all weekend. I'm definitely not that much of a man.
Tag them on this show. They will love what I'm about to say. They might hate what I'm about to say, actually. They could be polarizing. Yeah. We'll see. I just got a bike in the mail.
Like what kind of bike? Like a mountain bike? What do you mean?
Sort of.
Oh, God. It's just another. Did One Wheel make a electronic bike or something? What's going on, Luch? Let's hear it.
Woo!
Let's hear it.
Who's excited to learn something new?
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm super excited to hear this story.
Here's the thing. You would love this thing, and I have a feeling your friends would too. So basically, I'm going up to the mountains, and my buddy's got this. I think his mortgage is like $70 a month. It's like a tiny little house in the mountains in Asheville, North Carolina. It's an 8-hour drive for me, but I will be gone because of that for like 6 days. I'm going to stay out there for a while. So
you bought a brand new mountain bike for a trip you're going on?
Not for the trip, but I'm excited to have it before the trip so that I can bring it. Check this out. It's called a Rad Mini, okay?
Okay.
And it is definitely an electric bicycle.
You can't go mountain biking on an electric bike.
Not on necessarily on certain mountain bike. Like on some trails you can, and on the side of the road you can.
You don't buy an electric bike to go mountain biking. What is wrong with you?
Time out. We're not meshing these two stories. I'm just excited to have this also while I'm going to the mountains, but I didn't buy it. They're not mutually exclusive. Like I didn't buy one to go on the other. I just the timing worked out where I get to bring it with me.
You can't. Can you even use an electric mountain bike going down a mountain trail?
Well, if it's allowed, oh yeah, for sure. So check this out. And this is why like people don't know that this stuff exists. I didn't know this stuff existed. It's almost like a dirt bike. This thing it's a fat bike, so it's got fat tires, 4.5 inches thick.
Nice.
So it allows you to go off road and stuff. And then it's got a battery on it, but it's also got pedals. And you can turn the battery off if you want and just pedal like a bike. And then it's got 5 levels of pedal assist where the motor will kick in depending on what level you're on. 1, it will kick in late. 5, it'll like pretty much as soon as you start pedaling, the motor will start helping you.
Right.
And then also
basically it's like for lazy fat people.
Kind of like cruising. It's like you can exercise if you want to, but also it's got a throttle so you don't even have to pedal. You could literally just hit the throttle.
So the $1 million question, Luch, how much?
Oh, same as a one wheel.
15 hundo, or are we talking about the second generation one wheel, which is probably up to like 2K?
Yeah, no. It's 1500, which is very competitive in this range. For electric bikes, a lot of electric bikes go for like $3,000, $4,000.
I mean, that seems like more bang for your buck for $1,500. I mean, like that seems reasonable. $1,500 one wheel. I mean, as much as you praise it, I guess it's reasonable. But because I guess it's so small, people see it and they're like, "What the hell? I'm not spending $1,500 when you're getting like a motorized mountain bike." Sure, that $1,500 sounds super cheap.
It's actually really affordable, and the best thing about it is it folds in half. So it's a foldable bike.
That's. You might need to send me. I mean, that sounds kind of cool. That's something I could get on board with. Well, because here's my thing: is we have very limited parking at Marinate, like 0. But we just arranged to get 2 parking spaces side by side. And instead of me driving the literally mile to work and taking up a parking space, I want to ride a bike. But that actually sounds even cooler for me. I mean, can you ride it on like the street? Yeah,
it's awesome, man. You can. You just got to pedal along with it. But you put the pedal assist on. And it's like you never sweat. You can pedal uphill and not sweat because the bike is basically doing it for you. And it folds in half. It goes 20 miles on one charge if you were to not pedal at all and just literally just use the throttle. But if you pedal along with it, it can go up to like 50 miles.
That's awesome.
And I mean, it charges in like 4 hours, so you just charge it overnight. Dude, you could do it back and forth between the store and stuff, fold it up, throw it in the back of your car for sure.
So you can put it on and not pedal at all? And
absolutely.
How fast will it go?
20 to 25 miles an hour.
That's not bad.
No, basically the max that you can get in a bike lane, but nothing crazy like you're not on a motorcycle.
Right.
You don't need a license to drive it. You just got to be careful about the laws in your state about what the e-bike laws are. But most of what I'm reading is that as long as it's got a pedal, they can't. You might get a ticket if you're being a dick about it.
Right.
But basically it's a reason. What I saw is that it's a reason that a cop can pull you over and then run your background. So they're allowed to, because you're riding an e-bike, we want to make sure you're not somebody who got a DUI and we want to keep you off the road. No, that's the thing.
And now you're driving an e-bike drunk.
Because people are doing that. That's the thing. Exactly. Oh, it's good stuff. All right, quick break. When we get back, I'm going to talk to Matty Potts about what it's like to be in the nightclub business. He's back in it. He's got cocktail servers and waitresses just yelling at him all day and night. He's got porn stars sitting at tables. The NBA All-Stars are all asking him for alcohol. It should be pretty interesting. So we'll talk about that next. It's all right here on Luch Dog in the Morning, LITM Radio.com.
Marinate Restaurant puts a unique twist on fast casual dining by starting with only the freshest ingredients to slow cook delicious melodies of taste and colors that are sure to delight your senses. Whether you're craving the Chipotle pulled pork sliders, honey basil chicken tacos, or the infamous kitchen sink wrap, Marinate has something for everybody with tons of vegetarian options too. It's the perfect choice of catering for your offices or events with fast and friendly service from a brand new store on Melrose and Western. Stop by today, or you can order online at marinateyourlife.com.
Yay for Taco Tuesday! Don't forget, buy one, get one free. All damn day!
Tacos, wraps, sliders, and sides. Slow cooked to perfection at Marinate Restaurant. marinateyourlife.com.
What's up, y'all? It's Maddie Mads here. This show is sponsored by TTR Studios. Whether it's weddings, parties, karaoke, audio, video production, and all your entertainment needs, call TTR Studios, LLC at 703-850-2223 or check them out at ttrevents.com. Start the show, Luch.
Welcome back, folks. It is Luch Dog in the morning, hanging out on channel TTR Studios, right there on YouTube. Remember, it's the channel TTR Studios. You got some other, I don't know, I guess. So you got some people out there who got our name, trying to think that they got our name, trying to do some TTR Studios stuff, and I'm like, whoa. That's us, okay? TTR Studios is us. Just look for me in the green, what is it, KCCO shirt is on our logo. That's how you can find us. We've had a whole lot of activity from the Voice of One Wheel and from the Luch Dog listeners, so really thank you guys. It's been awesome. I mean, we're in a whole lot of countries now and in almost every city in the U.S. between both podcasts. So it's awesome. Thank you. LITMradio.com for all the podcasts of every show that we do live here on YouTube at Channel TTR Studios. Belly, we miss you. He's out. Matty Potts from the Santa Monica newsroom is holding it down. How are you, sir? You're feeling good? We're almost halfway through.
Good. That music is super loud in my headphones, but other than that, I'm good.
Well, you know, it's funny you say that because I have had some complaints about the levels of music on the live stream, and we always set it so that it's ideal for the podcast.
Oh, low.
Well, it's tough because I set it so that it's ideal for the podcast, and then when I do that, then it's really low on the live stream. So that's why I had it up.
It's a problem, like, because I was listening back to me and Belly, because it was only on YouTube last week, and it was super low.
It is low, and I thought Belly did an amazing job putting it all together and sitting at the board for the first time. He learned it literally that morning. But yeah, I mean, that's tough to kind of, you almost have to put it louder than it should be in the headphones. But anyway, one thing that I think is cool about this, and I hope that he's not listening, but if he is, be ready, Dad. That Rad Mini, that bike that we were just talking about, that's something that I think would be really cool. My dad will not get on a one wheel. I can tell you that right now. But
smart.
But I think I can get him to ride around with me and just cruise around on a nice day on that thing. And just kind of do something outside. I feel like that's something that I can get him to do.
Yeah, right, like an assisted bike kind of deal.
Yeah.
I think that's a bigger, going to be an easier sell than the one wheel for sure. I do not see too many like adults jumping on that.
False. No. The average age, the youngest age is like, dude, honestly, most of the riders are 40s and 50s, like 35 to 50.
Hold on, let me just see what everyone's saying. Is that right? No. I'm sorry, you're wrong.
I am not wrong. I am the voice of One Wheel. Oh. Literally, I run a show called The Voice of One Wheel. You don't know at all about this.
Zero chance that the average age of a one-wheel rider is 40 to 50.
Buddy,
you're freaking high. You are fucking high.
I'm telling you, that's the case. There are polls in the groups. You know nothing. I monitor a group of 8,000 people talking every single day. How are you going to tell me?
The best one-wheeler they have, Bodie Harrison, is what, 14? You're telling me the average age is 40?
He's 19.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
And that's one person out of 8,000 people. I am telling you that we poll the groups and find out average ages, and I'm telling you that it's 35 to 50.
No, there is zero chance that the average age of a one-wheeler is 35 to 50. I will bet any amount of money if you could get those what future what's one.
You need to really be careful here, dude.
You're
You're sounding stupid. I'm telling you, you need to be careful because you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about.
I'll call in on your stupid one-wheel podcast and
you'll get
argue.
roasted.
You get someone that actually can give me some facts, and I will guarantee you they do not back you up. Guarantee it.
This is me getting frustrated on air. Why would you think that I don't have facts? Why would you think that I don't have facts? I'm telling you, I do a show. I am literally the voice of a group of people that talks about this show. I monitor these facts daily. It's the only thing I look at on my news feed. There is all kinds of people who are curious about the age of riders. People once a week put out a poll and say, how old are the riders in here? Because you constantly have new riders. And I'm telling you with 100% certainty, you are just talking out of your ass. And I'm telling you with facts, the average age is 35 to 50. That's the fact. It's
Who's
older
releasing
people.
the facts? Is that coming from the company? Or whatever?
No, it's
What's
coming from the
future?
riders. What is the matter with you? Are you not listening to me? It's coming from the riders in the group. That I'm so mad at you right now. Not really, but like I'm very frustrated because it's the riders.
Lay it on me.
It's the riders in the group that are speaking and telling you what their ages are. And if I just go through it, I'm telling you it's about maybe 15% of the riders are under the age of 30. Maybe. Because nobody has the money for it at that age. These kids don't have the money to buy 50.
You might have me there, but I just still feel like it's like this extreme. It's like when snowboarding came out. 35 to 50-year-olds didn't even know what snowboards were. It was
right.
a young alternative sport, and that's exactly how I see one wheel. I got to be honest. If they're marketing to 35 to 50-year-olds, I think they're doing it all fucking wrong.
No,
you should be getting kids while they're young. And yeah, they might not have the money. But are you kidding? Like, how much do people spend on PlayStations and games and virtual? I mean, I think that you're right, but like they get money. I mean, kids 25 to 30 can get $1,500 if they want something enough. I mean,
I couldn't have.
That's like saying
I couldn't have. Not at that age. No chance.
No, I don't know. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but like, I just think just because they can't afford it, that the actual activity is something that 20 to 30-year-olds would totally freak out over.
They would? Oh, that's no doubt about it. And I see where you're coming from. I love you. You're my brother from another mother. But you got me all riled up because I'm telling you, and I don't like when I have facts, and I'm telling you what I know, and you literally are just going off your own.
Study. You're just going based off you're generalizing based off what you're seeing.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm literally telling you we polled the riders. And every age, I'm going to pull it up right now.
Yeah, I didn't know you pulled the riders, but stuff.
I said it 4 different times. Oh my God, somebody call in and tell me I'm not crazy. 571-354-7338. 7338. I'm typing the word age.
So anyway,
All right, time out. No, you're done. Hold on. No, I wonder what's the age group of one-wheel community riders. Specifically, your kids don't count unless you bought it with their hard-earned money, of course. I'll start. I'm 19, turning 20 in October. That's the comment, okay?
Okay.
There are 179 comments on this. Let's just go through and see what the ages are, okay? I'm just going to scroll down. 49.
How did this turn into a one-wheel episode, FYI?
It's going to be gold when I play it on the one-wheel episode and we roast you. So this is here are the numbers.
If this is going on the one-wheel,
oh, yeah.
GFY, all you one-wheelers that are backing up Luch Dog, if I could get some love from the 19 to 29-year-olds to support me, I would certainly appreciate it.
All right, so let's go through the comments. Top comment. How old are you riding in the one-wheel community? 49. Next one, 49, 42, 48.
Someone's trolling 48. You. There's no way.
Stop talking. 42, 48, 54, 55, 14, 44, 40, 42, 36, 50, 52, 34, 47, 46. Do you want me to keep going?
Wow. I just don't believe it. I still just can't.
Don't
47?
Do not.
What 47-year-old is hopping on a damn one wheel?
To all of you out there, do not question me when it comes to the one wheel. I will obviously get fired up. I know if there's anything I know, it's this because there's so much going on in these community in these groups that I watch it every day. It's taken over my Facebook. I know what's happening, and this is the age group 35 to 50 because, dude, it's a nostalgic feeling, and that's what I've been trying to get across to you is that it's not just that it's like super cool like snowboarding, but it's pretty easy to do. It's not really hard as a workout. It's self-balancing, so once you figure it out, it's like being a kid all over again. And for somebody who's got a little bit of money and they're kind of going through maybe that age of a crisis of, wow, I'm 40, wow, I'm 50, this thing is a godsend. The people love it, dude. That's the marketing age.
Wow. All right, whatever. I'll shut up. Enough one wheel. I lose that convo. Calling it.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere.
I'm gonna
What
play
did she
that.
say?
She said, "Now we're getting somewhere." Dude, I love you. I really do.
I just want the videotape of me the first time I'm riding the one wheel, because that will be something worth seeing, I'm sure.
Well, we played Belly. I actually have the video of Belly doing that. Do you want to do that for next break? We can actually play for the people Belly's first ride.
Absolutely, for sure.
Yeah, he got on there, dude, and he did a great job. And for any of you who are just like, wow, that was an awkward segment because it feels like Dad just hit Mom at the dinner table. Between the two of us, we literally are family. He's my cousin and one of my best friends at this point, and that's, I think, good radio when you can really get under somebody's skin like that. I was very mad at you a second ago.
I could tell. You started rubbing your neck. I was like, uh-oh, I better back off. He's rubbing his neck. He's touched a cord with the one wheel. I know how personally you take the one wheel. Anywho,
so tell us about the nightclub, man. I know you worked NBA weekend. So did you have all the basketball players there? You're out there in LA. You're working the door. What's the name of the club, and what was that like?
I got it. So yeah, it's Academy. It just relaunched. It was called Create a couple months ago. I wouldn't know if unless it's like LeBron James, I wouldn't know if any basketball players were there. Someone said, I think Orlando Magic was driving. Who the hell knows? Right. There was, but it was hosted by like Diddy and Kevin Hart. And so we had a long 3-day weekend because the NBA All-Star event was on Sunday. And it's been really awesome getting back in the nightclubs. It's obviously, I love being around the chicks. And I feel very comfortable putting a suit on. It's so weird. Like, I put a suit on for basically the first time in 5 years. And it was completely like natural. I was back in my comfort zone. As I go back and forth, as we talk about constantly, I have officially deleted all the dating apps off my phone. Finally, again. But so like, I'm like, dude, I'm just going to meet a girl my way, which is either like at a club or just normally at a bar. It's how it's going to have to be. So anyway, so I meet this cocktail server, right? White girl, but she's, aside from Asians, because obviously I have yellow fever, but my other kind of thing is like suicide girls, like punk rock, tattooed girls. And I mean, this girl was tats on her knuckles. And she was sexy as hell. And
that's a lot, man. That's a little much.
But like, I'm the guy that like, if a girl, I'm like probably like you, Luch. If a girl even talks to me, I assume she's flirting with me. So I thought she was flirting with me. Check this out. Tell me if you think this worked or not. So at the end of the night, I give her this little note, and it says, "Hey, it's Maddie from Academy." Obviously, she knows I was trying to be cute. It's Maddie from Academy.
This is a cocktail server, right?
Yeah, cocktail server. Yeah. So, and I was like, I'd love to get your number. Check yes and give me your number, or check hell no, please leave me the fuck alone.
Can we I'm not 10 years old, but I love it. I like the playful side of it.
So I thought it was totes adore. And then, so what happened was it was like 3 a.m. So I gave her the note, but then I left. And I was like, on the Lyft ride home, I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to get her number? So of course I Insta-stalk her, find her on Instagram like a couple days later. And I'm like, looking at her Instagram, she's got a long-term boyfriend. So I message her and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you had a boyfriend, And she replied, she's like, honestly, the note made me giggle and it was quite refreshing. So don't apologize. It was funny. But so now here's the problem, Luch. I blew my load. I'm a one-trick pony. I had this cute, adorable thing to rope in this girl that now has a boyfriend. So I have to tell her, don't tell the other girls about my note trick, because now I have to use it on another girl.
Did you say that to her? Is that something you said to her?
No, but I'm going to. When I see her on Friday, I'm going to be like, hey, like between me and you, like, can you not tell anybody how cute and adorable I am? Because I need someone else to like discover that on their own, because I'm going to do the exact same thing. I think she's cool. Like, I think she'll be fine with it. But
Texter writes in, I've also deleted every dating app too. Congratulations, you guys. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm over it. I got to be honest. And here's my prediction. I'm sure I'm crazy by saying this. I think eventually there's going to be a backlash on the dating apps, and people are going to go old school, or there's just going to be another way of dating. It can't be this. It cannot be this. It's not fun. Well, dude, I go on dates. You know, I go on dates. I talk to girls. I end up not going on probably 75% of the dates anyway. I haven't been on a date in probably 2 months because I talk myself out of doing it.
We discussed that, how it's almost exciting when the date cancels on you and then you got a free night to Netflix and chill.
Yeah, a bazillion%. I even had this smoking hot girl that I was super pumped about. We'd actually matched on 2 different dating. Have you ever matched with a girl on 2 different dating sites?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Have you? Yeah. So that happened to me, which I was like, oh my God, this must be destiny. And this girl's hot. And she ended up canceling on, and we were talking, chatting, even talked to her on the phone. She ends up canceling the day of the date. And I was just relieved. It's so crazy. I should have been so bummed because I was like, fuck, this girl's hot. But no, I just didn't care. I don't know.
Well, dude, I'm in a position now, and we can kind of do this for about a minute or two and then tease it. But I just met somebody on Tinder that I'm really excited about. Well, we both just gave at the same time. I'm gonna cut that out. I gotta get that. I'm gonna go.
Sorry, I'm full of it.
No, it's not. I'm not like I'm gonna edit that out. I'm going to cut that up and use it because I think that would be funny. I'm pulling up Belly's first ride, but while I'm doing that, because it looks like I'm doing 3 things at once right now, which is true. There's a lot going on. Belly, we miss you, my man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Belly's first ride.
We'll do that in a second, and that will be what we do for break. However, Potts, I met somebody on Tinder, and I am so excited about it, like super excited about it. And it's because it hasn't been like that bullshit flakiness. I'm sorry for filibustering there, but yeah, everything's back. We're ready to go. It's not that bullshit flakiness in Tinder where it's usually like, you're so ready for somebody to ghost. Like, I'm so ready for that to happen.
Yeah.
I almost don't even care about meeting someone. But before we get into that, I'm just curious, like, how you're able to hit on somebody that you work with. Like, is that okay? You just said you were just hitting on the cocktail waitress.
Here's the best part, of not being a manager now is 1, I clock in and I clock out, and I'm done at like 2 or 3 o'clock. 3, I can hit on everyone there because they don't work for me. I'm just the door bitch.
Yeah.
So it's free game. It's just it's really like the best of both worlds, and it's so great to be back on the floor. I mean, I do. I didn't realize I missed it so much. I love being on the floor. I love just kind of the action, and I'm in my like comfort zone, and I look fucking good in a suit. So like I rock a suit, and I think that confidence obviously comes through, and it's just easier for me to rap with girls than it is like on Tinder or whatever. But since we're talking about cocktail servers, I did a bit on my Instagram. Cocktail servers are extra as fuck. Can I play that for you? Because it actually does work.
Yeah, let's do that, and then we will go to break after that. That works.
All right, cool. It's coming your way. What's up? Just got back into nightclubs. Just finished NBA All-Star Weekend, and I forgot how extra cocktail servers can be. Maddie, my table's out of alcohol. Can I be cut? Maddie, my micro spinner isn't even working. Maddie, there's too many porn stars at my table. Maddie, why are we out of Cristal? It says we have 86 left. Maddie, what's a Magnum? Maddie, who's even the DJ tonight? Maddie, this is just my night job. I'm actually an actor by day. Maddie, can I be cut?
Can I be cut?
Yeah. So, and full disclosure, I don't have to deal with any of that. That's like not me. Like that used to be what I have to deal with.
Dude, but these are the girls you're trying to date. You're also making fun of them because they sound like that. And I mean, maybe I'm worried for you. It's like when I got a job, I was supposed to be doing an open mic at Hooters, and at first I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I was like, oh, I'm just going to be surrounded by Hooters girls. I don't know if these girls are best for you, but we'll see. And what I'm going to do right now, Potts, we're going to take a break. We're going to do Belly's first ride on a one-wheel. But can you hear me right now? I think you can.
Yeah.
When we do this, your microphone is going to be hot. It's on the same fader. So you just got to...
When we do what?
Right now, when we take a break, your microphone is still going to be live. So you just have to be really quiet. You think you can do that?
Sure.
All right. So we'll take a quick break. This is Belly's first ride on a one-wheel. The thing that Potts and I were just going way back and forth about. And we'll play that for you now. Back after this, it is Luch Dog in the Morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Belly's first ride. Go take that speed hump like a champ. Look at this. Kid's never been on a one wheel before. No problem. No problem. No big deal. Take it left around this loop. Go left around this parking loop. Come back here, heels. There you go. There you go. Easy. How are you, sir? Hey, bud. This kid, never ridden a snowboard, never ridden a skateboard. Let's just make sure we're not putting you into traffic. Oh, you want to go that way?
Where are we going?
Okay, I love it. Let's go.
I only have so much energy in my knees right now.
Well, he's ready to rock.
My
He's
legs are
chilling.
already sore.
Yeah, we've been riding though. He's been. I mean, is it hard? Do you think it's easy? Can people do this?
Oh yeah, people can definitely do this as long as they, have ever done any kind of board sport up.
You haven't? Yeah. So what we're gonna do is go hop off here at the corner. All right, this is Belly's first grass. Let's see how he does here. He's got a grass berm here. See what he's working with? Showing him the true float. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Get away from the rocks. Yes. We got it. Oh, hell yeah.
Alright, so that's the twist.
So, I mean, what do you think of the difference in the grass? Is that a lot different than pavement or the same, or what do you think?
I feel the pavement underneath the grass. It's almost more like floating, but it's a little different.
Is it harder?
I think the grass is harder and the ground is harder because it's more unpredictable than pavement. Pavement's going to be mostly smooth.
Which one do you like better?
Right now, pavement.
Let's go
Although
figure.
I think the grass is more forgiving.
Oh, dear God. All right, we'll be back. Look at this guy. Huge hill on his first run. He's like, no big deal, Belly. Giddy up. Yes, sir. Yes. Dude. How does that feel?
It's good.
You know it feels good. Good. I'm proud of this guy. Really good job, dude. That was awesome. Super fun, right?
Super fun.
That's an actually a nice shot of you.
Alright, now it's time to go back. Goofy.
Welcome back, folks. It is Luch Dog in the morning, and that was Belly's first ride. Potts, do I owe you an apology? I pretty much just screamed at you on the radio. I don't know if I owe you an apology or not. I got very upset there.
Can you stop being a little bitch? You're allowed to have a heated conversation without feeling guilty about it 5 minutes later.
This is the dichotomy between Potts and I. This is the back and forth.
I think the one wheel's gay, and you love it. I mean, it's fine. Tomato, tomato. I mean, whatever.
I wish
You're
you
a
wouldn't
woman,
have.
and I'm a real man. I mean, it's fine.
and just to not to save you, but to use gay in that word, you worked at so many gay.
Oh God, whatever, gay, whatever. I didn't mean it like that. Everyone fucking chillax.
Well, I was gonna say you've worked in gay nightclubs. You have tons of like it's not. He's not against that at all. He didn't mean it.
I'm not. But can I just say
you can't say that
further,
these days, dude. You can't say that.
On a side note, but you also can't say, "Oh, don't worry, I can say gay. My best friend's gay." I hate it. That's like being like, "Oh, don't worry, my best friend's black."
You know what?
Doesn't
You're
mean
right.
you're not racist. Like that, people are so stupid.
You're
when
very
they say
right.
shit
No,
like that.
you're
Like, I hate it.
You're
It's
very
like-
right, and that's why I actually cut myself off and just said, "You just can't say that," because you're right. It doesn't make any difference whether or not you. I'm not trying to like build. I don't know. That's just something you really shouldn't say anymore, right? Am I right?
Well, look, I mean, I guess like it's not like if someone says the F word, like I don't even like FAG. See that to me, that's like saying the N word. So
Sure.
I agree. There are certain words you don't play with. I get, but like gay, whatever. In fact of the matter is, gay means happy in most countries. A lot of people use gay in everyday single word, everyday language. So whatever. So,
when we were growing up, I know when we were growing up, the word to me to be like when you were like that's gay. That meant that's silly and that's just silly. That's stupid.
Right. That's
it had
right,
nothing to do with
and even
sexual
then-
preference.
Even then, Auntie Maria would like backhand me. She'd be like, "Don't say gay,"
And that's
like,
right. And I
fine.
get it because you're making a connotation, you're making a direct reference and connection between something that's stupid and silly and the
Right.
word gay,
Sure.
and that's not right. And so that's not
Sure.
what we're trying to do, especially
Sure.
not on this show. I'm not.
I mean,
but I know. But yes, no. What I was gonna say is to peel back the curtains. Potts loves. This is why I think we work so well together on radio, because I am the guy who is like the corporate, like trying to make sure that we don't get fired by whoever we don't even work for.
Right.
I just have that
Right.
about me in radio, and Potts just wants to like push my buttons to the point where I yell at him. He likes it almost
Right.
where I yell at him. He's like, "Yell at me more! Like, just tell me
Yeah.
that I'm an idiot and shut me up." And I'm like, okay, all right. So that's hard for me to do, but.
Yeah, I liked last time, but see, like last time you reprimanded me off the air, and you should have done it like peeling back the curtains, as you like to say. I got yelled at for smoking weed live on this.
Yeah, I wasn't really down with that, and I have nothing against
Luke
weed
got
smokers.
so mad. He's like, "What? I have my wedding clients and our sponsors."
Yeah,
and I mean, look, you're
come
right. You're
on.
totally. Hey, you're totally right. That's fine. You are the corporate asshole, and I'm just like the free loving, not. No fucks giver, but and so that's good. That's why like it is why it works. You're right, but yes, I mean there's a
It's just funny. I'm like, do I need to give him an apology? And he's like, "Quit being a big baby." I love that. That's just so
it's
different
fine.
and fun to work with. So, all right. Well, I mean, obviously we were talking about dude. I met a girl that is an audio engineer.
Okay. Oh, that's dope. That could be a match made in heaven for you.
We were literally dirty talking about gear. It was like as if we were dirty talking to each other, but we were talking about equipment. Like I was explaining my setup in the studio, and she's like, "Oh my god!" And then where is that routed to? And I'm like, and this goes to here, and it's like
Wow.
this conversation. That's not exactly how it went, but it's how it felt to me. Like, oh my
Sure.
god, this is so unbelievable to connect on this level. I've never felt that before. It's usually
Right. Like-
something that I have to keep away from because my girlfriend doesn't care about this side
Right.
of things. It's just a lot of buttons.
It's like you died and went to nerd heaven.
Oh
That's
my
awesome.
God, we were geeking out over gear and what kind of interface do you use and what kind? Oh, really? You use that one? You know Pro Tools? I mean, we were just like, oh my God. Ended up, so I couldn't sleep last night. Well, actually,
Yeah.
let's start here. I love
So if you-
what I love about Tinder. I hate about Tinder is that it's usually like to get them off of Tinder or to get somebody to talk on the phone is like almost as hard as to get a date.
I don't know if I said on the show or not. That is my new secret weapon. Well, I'm not doing it now, but the goal one, like, and Belly says too, like, kind of like get to the next level, get them on the phone, and that is my new strategy. Is if you can get them on the phone, they're like serious.
Yeah, exactly.
And chicks are like blown away when you're like, "Can I call you?" They're almost freaked out. And I'll be like, "Look, I want to be full psycho and just call you. Is that okay?" And they get freaked out, but they do it because they're like, "Okay, now this guy wants more than just a pen pal."
Right. And so here's how this goes. She calls me out on Tinder. A couple things go back and forth. She calls me out on Tinder for not having any pictures without my hat. She's like, "So what's going on under that hat there? What do you got going on there?"
What you're doing is the equivalent of a Snapchat selfie filter.
No. What I'm doing is the equivalent. No, hold on, hear me out. It's the.
I see an argument coming down the street.
Well, because Potts loves to tell me what I'm thinking. It's great. He just tells me what it is. No, what I think this is the equivalent to is 4 pictures that don't show a full body shot for a woman.
Or like when they hold the camera up above their head. What's that angle?
No, it's all from one angle where there's no neck. Yeah. There's no neck fat. You look very much thinner there. I get it. I know your tricks. You know.
That's what you're doing. You're doing the glamour shots with your hat. That's what you're doing.
Yes, I have 4 pictures with that hat, and she totally calls me on it, which was hilarious. And
you should have a picture without, though, Luch. You should.
Yeah, well, I go back and forth. But,
dude, own your shit, dude. Who cares?
Totally.
Here's my deal. It's like full disclosure. If they don't like you, a picture of you, then why? I mean, then screw them. Whatever. Like you look fine, dude. If I had a shaved head, I would be hiding it because my head, I look like a friggin' cone head. There's like slopes and valleys and hills all over my scalp. You have a nice round noggin.
Thanks, man. Yeah, no, I mean, I just took my hat off on the live stream. If anybody's watching or listening, you were curious. Yeah, I mean, that's something that I have no problem with. But how about this? So I said, wow, well, yeah, so I'm bald and I'm 5'7". Hope that's cool with you. And her response to me saying, hope it's cool with you that I'm 5'7", I'm not super tall. I said 5'8". I rounded up. Let's be honest.
Oopsies.
Her response was, how great is this, dude? Best response I've ever heard to that. Like, if you're a little guy like I am, like a guy who's not tall, this is this is the cream of the crop as far as the response goes. I'm a half an inch smaller than you. I don't care at all, and I'm still gonna wear heels because we both know that you're 5'8" with a 6'4" personality.
I mean, I'll give you
yeah,
that,
I mean, I
I'm
need a
still not
cha-ching.
sure.
I could use a cha-ching there.
No, I mean, all right, fine. All right, well, here we go. No, I mean, basically, that's you scored a touchdown. So here's my thing. She either has a tail, or she has kids, or she has just been so burned in past relationships that at this point she just wants a nice guy. She doesn't even care what he looks like.
Are you saying this because it's too good to be true? And there's got to be something.
Yeah,
there?
It was just too easy. She's like, oh, I'm looking for a guy that's shorter than me and bald. And not saying, I mean, I think you're a good looking dude, and you do have a 6'4" personality. But how the hell would she even know that yet?
Oh, you can. Well, okay, that's a good question because she was saying how she's attracted to a radio personality, and right off the bat, dude, we were just clicking, and I was throwing questions and answering funny and witty and stuff. And so was she, and we were just kind of on the same page immediately. So she was talking as if she already knew me, and it was such a comforting feeling. I was just like, oh, my God. So what I said was, let's get me off the hot seat now. Tell me something, like about yourself that's kind of like, maybe embarrassing or just a fun fact. And she's like, oh, no, not until you've earned my trust, my friend. And I'm like, oh, man, all right, well, I've been pretty revealing. So, let's play a game. You ask me anything you want. I'll answer honestly, and then you got to follow it up with a fact about yourself. I mean, that's good, right? That's fun.
It's real good. It's real good. No, that's real good. I like it. I'm going to steal it.
Take it in person, because if somebody's feeling a little awkward, it's like, well, ask me anything you want. As deep as you want, I will give you one honest answer, of course. And then tell me something about yourself. And we started talking. We did 1 and 1, and I said, this is how weird it was. I said, can I ask, what did I say? Can I make a bold move right now and ask you a question? And I was going to say, this would be way better over FaceTime or on the phone or something.
That's perfect.
She responded to me saying, can I ask you a bold question? She responds with a smiley face and her phone number. Dude, how good. All three.
So this is going to be. So it's a triple. You got the triple crown. When you do that, that's a triple crown. So, dude, I mean, that is the perfect Tinder setup.
It was unreal. It was like, oh my God, after sifting through all the haystacks and all this bullshit, I finally found a needle that's worth working with.
Isn't it crazy? It just can happen like that, and you get this great match. And so you got on the phone with her, I guess?
We talked and that's why I wanted to say it. So anybody out there who's listening and is in the dating situation, like Potts is saying this, she has to have a tail, or she has to have something, growing out of her ankle or something, because this is too good to be true. And I'm telling you, man, it's almost like when it clicks like that on a connection level, yeah, of course there are going to be things that we both don't like about each other, but it almost didn't matter at that point. And so just don't let it beat you down, because when it works, it really does work, man. That was really refreshing for me. Yeah, we talked for 3 hours on the phone.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's crazy.
So I'm gonna before we end, I'm gonna ask a question that I have a feeling you might not want to answer, but I'm gonna hypothetical. If you were hooking up with a girl at a club and and she was smoking hot.
Sure.
But then you found out she was trans. Would like by not meaning like you're like now you're from the club, you're at your house stripping clothes off, and she's like, hey, just so you know, like I'm trans. What would you do?
That's not. I would be very nice about it. I would not be like, ugh.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, there are a lot of. I think there are a lot of people that would. No offense.
Oh, I would.
But there are people.
I
think it's naive to say that there aren't people out there that would respond that way.
I will tell you right now, you would be in the minority saying you don't. Guaranteed.
Absolutely. I think so.
Yeah,
you might want to say the nice thing and say no. I'd be. The truth of the matter is, like, I would be a little shocked at first. Like, maybe it would have been nice to know, but I guess I would get why you wouldn't say that at first. You just want to be seen for who you are and not for a label. So I get that. But that's not necessarily how I swing. So I would probably end up shutting it down there, but not in a mean way. Just, I mean, I wish, you maybe would have said that earlier, but I've had a great time. that's not really my thing,
Yeah, no, that's actually happened to me before. It's so funny because like
how do you always find a way to just sneak one of those in there? It's unbelievable. Just
it's
one of them.
7:56 here. I think it's about time to go.
Yeah. All right. Well, we can get out of here, man. I've had a blast with you guys. No, it's fine. What is this? Oh God, I've got. My dad's calling. He better not be trying to call in on this topic. No, I'm not putting him on the air. I'm not doing that.
But he knows you're on. Maybe he wants to get on. He knows you're on the air right now, right?
Not always, no. And I got the background music anyway. It's been fun, folks. Potts, I told you that was going to go by fast, man. That went quick.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I had a lot of fun. We'll do it again on Friday, you and me alone.
Yep, cool.
And
I'll be here.
What do you got left for the people, man?
So, yeah, that's all I got. It was a good episode. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Shout out to my sister, Jessie Jones, who I know is listening. Have a great day, guys, and you can kindly go fuck yourselves.
Jessie, I'm sorry I wasn't there when you were on the show last week, but I will. I'd love to talk to you. Can't wait. I'm loving the Snapchats. Everybody out there, thanks for listening. Belly, have an awesome time this week at the Bahamas. Folks, we will see you on Friday at 10 a.m. right here on TTR Studios. Right at YouTube. I can't find a way to say that. I'm going to get that better. Right here on YouTube at TTR Studios. This is Luch Dog in the morning, and I've had a blast with you guys. Thanks, guys. We'll see you Friday this week. For everybody here, have a good day. See you guys.